What's shaking, man? I'm Rockin' Ronnie, former backup drummer for the Whoopsies. Here at my store, still relevant music supplies. Just letting everyone here in Garden City, Kansas know, yes, we're still in business, and no, I haven't killed myself because of my failures in life. Not just yet. Here at Still Relevant, we have all of your instrument needs, but none of that sampling and computer garbage. Like, what happened to the good old days when GarageBand was just a bunch of guys getting together and playing music in their mom's garage? Now anybody with a computer is all of a sudden Dr. Drake, or whatever they call him. Leave computers to those virgins in the IT department. You know how you really get laid is by picking up a Fender Telecaster for only $899.99. That's a great deal that you can't compare to anywhere else, since every other music store in the area went out of business 10 years ago. So what if Logic Pro offers 65 gigabytes worth of digital instruments to choose from, on top of giving you all the tools you need to produce a good song all in one reasonably priced package? All you really need is a $1,000 acoustic guitar and an old 8-track recorder, and then you just sit under that big tree on campus and the ladies will be wetter than Hurricane Katrina. Also, we're the only business that I know of that low-key sells overpriced old dry kind of okay weed in the back room, so you can get all inspired and stuff for your big project. Just ask this loyal customer here. I was just looking for some weed. I didn't really come here for any instruments. You didn't come here to start your musical journey? No, I have a MacBook and it's 2020. Listen, man, if there's no weed, I have to go. I have a date with my high school English teacher. She finally finished menopause, and I'm trying to hit it for that A. So, wait. I'll give you $20 off on a $1,500 keyboard that probably won't even fit in your cramped studio apartment. No, just the weed. Okay, fine. Come with me to the back. Music stores are still cool, I promise. It might take years to learn how to play the guitar, and only 1 or 2 YouTube videos to learn FL Studio, but nothing beats the blood, sweat, and tears of a real instrument. Tell all those Travis Scotts and Da Babies to keep their auto-tunes and their 808s and get yourself some real equipment at Still Relevant Music Supplies. Yes, we sell weed, and yes, that's the only thing keeping us financially afloat.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Short News Podcast with your host, Alex Mador.
What you're asking for has got a powerful price.
Welcome back to the Short News Podcast, the show that went out for a pack of cigarettes and didn't come back for a couple of weeks. If you've forgotten who I am, or if you're new here, my name is Alex Mador. And oh man, dude, we are in a fucking crazy situation here in the United States, or I guess in the world as a whole, really. I mean, before we get into that, I'll explain what I've been up to lately. Well, big life changes. I finished college. I got a car. Got a job. Been busy making money so that I can fund the enjoyable things that I like doing, such as this podcast. And on top of that, I've just been really fucking tired. The news has been exhausting. I've been avoiding it as much as I can. I've been so done with COVID, and now we've got a whole new set of shit to talk about. I was drafting an episode that was going to be mostly about is COVID over? And then the Ukraine and Russia shit happened, and now it seems like COVID doesn't, it's not as relevant anymore. So, whatever, I'm back. I can't ignore the news anymore as much as I want to. I missed you. I missed this show. I'm here. I'll try to make it fun. I don't know. Just a lot of dark shit happening right now. A lot of dark shit. But yeah, we have to talk about what's been going on in the world. I'll start off with the easy stuff. It's going to be mostly anecdotal, but also kind of about the news. So, like, COVID-19, is it over? I mean, it depends on who you ask. They'll say it's nowhere near over. That, one article from Newsweek said the pandemic will last for more years than it already has. It's apparently, COVID isn't going away. I think we knew that at this point. What was I going to say about that? 1 second. So yeah, the numbers have been, decreasing. The infection rate is getting lower, but they're finding out more about the virus and the long-term effects. So, yeah, if you can avoid getting it, then still, just be careful out there, because hearing about this brain fog and how it's not just brain fog, it's permanent brain damage. Like COVID, even a mild case of it causes your brain to shrink and change in ways that it wouldn't have if you hadn't gotten COVID. So, it would be good to avoid that. I know that makes me a little nervous, but here's what I'm seeing. Here's what I'm noticing. Here's I don't know. Like, the pandemic is winding down. Many states are lifting their mask restrictions, and when I'm out in the country, there's no mandate. Some places it's a suggestion. Some places they do require it. It just depends on the business. But a lot of people don't listen, and nobody's telling them to put it back on. Even in New York, the city's mayor, Eric Adams, is planning on lifting the mask and vaccine mandates in the coming weeks. Because when I go around to different places in the world, I've been keeping count of how many masks I see. Like, when I go grocery shopping, I only see like 2 to 4 people wearing masks the entire time I'm in the store. I'm always pretty much, or I feel like at least, I'm the only fucking person wearing an N95 in there. I feel crazy. And it's not just the grocery store. It's everywhere. Like, no one gives a shit about this virus anymore. Everyone has either been vaccinated, survived COVID, been vaccinated and survived COVID, or died from COVID. I think we can finally just like wind down a little bit on this. COVID may stick around, similarly to other diseases, other viruses. But, if people get their vaccines like they should have, and get their boosters, or have immunity, then hopefully we're in a better place than we were 2 years ago. But again, I'm not an expert. I'm just telling you what I've been seeing. Around where I am, people just stopped giving a shit. And, peer pressure is leading to me being like, should I be giving as much of a shit as I do? And I just, that's, like I said, it's anecdotal. It's completely anecdotal. But yeah, like I said, brain fog, long-term effects. We still don't know 100% what's going on with that. A lot of people feel like they haven't been the same since they got it. There's long COVID where people have had it for months. It just doesn't go away. That sounds miserable. It's just a miserable illness. And I want to get back to normal. This last year was supposed to be white boy summer, and we didn't get that. I don't know. We talked about Chet Hanks last summer. Now he was flipping out about the vaccine and masks and all that. But I just hope this is the finish line that we're coming to with that. I really do. So, I'm gonna keep up with the COVID stuff throughout the next couple of weeks because no, it's not completely over, but it's not as severe as it's been the last couple of years. We can relax things a little bit without shutting our whole lives down. Like I'm still gonna probably wear masks in stores, just because like I don't wanna make my family uncomfortable that I'm going places and coming back carrying a virus or something. I don't know. It sucks. Like sometimes you just have to strap a N95 respirator to your face out of love. Um so anyways, moving on from COVID, we've got a war happening right now. We got a fucking war.
These nuts. Ha! Got him! Ha!
So how did we get here? I take 2-3 weeks off from podcasting and foreign affairs go to shit. But Russia has been on the verge of invading Ukraine for a while, and Biden and the other countries in NATO were like, don't do it. Come on, don't you dare do it. And Putin was just like, lick my taint, and invaded Ukraine anyways because he has a tiny little bee-sized ding-dong and has been eyeing Ukraine for a long time, trying to get it back, revive the Soviet Union. So Russian troops have been there for a while, like a couple weeks now. When this all started, the air raid sirens were going off, and CNN was broadcasting it live. But in the corner of the broadcast, they start playing a fucking Applebee's commercial during the air raid sirens. Like both were playing at the same time. Like, ooh, and then the back, a little bit of chicken fried. We're going to war. Like people are going to die. People are about to get fucking massacred by the Russian military. And CNN is just like, a little bit of chicken fried. Come buy our Applebee stuff. Yeah, we got money for this, 'cause we need more money to profit off of war. Chicken fried. World War III, brought to you by Applebee's. Leave it to CNN to show the world how all these news organizations, Fox, CNN, MSNBC, what's the Newsmax, and they all suck. They all profit off of war and disease. I'm saying this as a guy who does a news commentary show by himself and makes zero profit off of it. Actually, I lose money because of this show. There's nothing in it for me other than the fact that all the shit going on in the world legitimately pisses me off. And you can add CNN's bullshit to that list. Like I've grown to despise CNN. It pretty much started around the time that they hired Jeffrey Toobin and defended him after he jerked off on Zoom in a meeting with his now former coworkers at the New York Times or Washington Post or one of those. So, anyways, back to the war. I missed a lot. I started writing this episode a week ago. Still didn't feel mentally prepared enough to come back, so here's some more updated information. This Applebee's was a couple weeks ago. Russia has been killing innocent civilians, shutting down the power so that Ukrainians freeze in their homes. They've been bombing the shit out of these populated areas, not letting people escape, all the types of shit that the United Nations frowns upon. Lately, it's been said by the press that Russia, I think this was yesterday, was hitting Ukrainian civilians with shells, which, why would you be doing that? That's barbaric. Like, they're not even soldiers, they're civilians. Like, you're already invading their shit. Now you got to shell them with mortars. And so there have been a lot of calls for the United States to cut trade ties with Russia. Joe Biden's hands are tied in this situation, in my opinion. You've probably noticed that gas prices have skyrocketed all over the country since this war began. They're almost at $5. They're going to hit $5 where I am. Some places like $8 I've seen, like in California. It's ridiculous. It costs like college tuition to buy gas now. A lot of that is because of how much the world depends on Russia for fuel. The U.S. has been buying fuel from Russia for years, since before Biden came into office. I mean, Trump increased our oil buying by a huge percentage during his presidency. And that's partially why gas prices were cheaper. There's always a trade-off with these types of things. So the conservatives on Twitter, who ironically enough drive big-ass gas-guzzling pickup trucks, have taken advantage of this problem and have started saying, Biden is buying oil from Russia and he needs to stop. He's a bad guy, or many other variations of that statement. And I was saying that too, and morally I think we need to cut ties with Russia when it comes to trade, at least until they stop invading Ukraine. That seems to be the direction, though, that the U.S. government is taking, that Biden is planning on taking, which unfortunately is going to lead to gas prices rising even more due to, the demand, or due to our supply not meeting the demand for gas. Meaning those same people who've been saying that Biden shouldn't be buying fuel from Russia are going to be complaining that Biden stopped buying fuel from Russia when they have to spend a week's salary to fill their giant lifted Dodge Ram pickup truck. They have to take out a loan at the gas station. They're never going to be happy with anything the president does, even if he does what they were complaining that he wasn't doing. I can't really criticize Biden much on how he and his administration are handling these foreign issues. I know about social issues, and I mostly stick to what I know, human rights. So if I sound less angry with politicians than I normally do, it's because I know nothing about the strategy here. I don't know what I'm doing. And it definitely bothers me that I have to pay more for gas, and that cuts into my expenses. But I also don't want the Russians to continue invading and killing innocent civilians whose only crimes were wanting to be independent from Russia. Dealing with Putin properly is more important than cheap gas. But hey, I have a short-term solution I found in the App Store yesterday. Now I'm being more mindful of my finances. I'm looking forward to trying it out. Not an ad. I repeat, not an ad. It's an app I saw in the charts in the App Store. It's called Gas Buddy. You probably already know about it. It helps you get discounts per gallon on gas. I haven't set it up yet, but I'm really hoping that this makes a somewhat of a difference with the gas price crisis for the time being. Like I said, not an ad read. It's just a quick little tip to help you navigate the ugliness of the economy and of the world overall. Also, here's an investment tip based on everything going on in the world. If you're looking to make a little money off the crisis we're currently in, invest in electric car companies that aren't Tesla, like the company Nikola. Since Biden is most likely cutting these trade ties with Russia this week, the demand for electric cars is going to rise, like naturally. We're also seeing a rise in shares of oil stocks, the prices of those. So if you're evil, then you could invest in oil, because the increased the demand not being able to meet the fucking supply, that's gonna bump up the price, And I've been looking, I've been checking my Robinhood. It's oil people are about to make some coin. So that's my little tidbit on investments there. So, like, I don't know. Speaking of electric cars, I mean, all the oil crisis that we're in, this type of shit is what really makes me wish electric cars were affordable and also not mostly Teslas. In my time off from podcasting, I've listened to enough podcasts where people talk about how horrible Teslas are. I've listened to enough of those to be qualified to talk about this. First off, Teslas are very overpriced. When I was looking for a car, I searched up used Teslas, and the lowest price was like $46,000. $46,000 for a used car. There are the people who will say, "Oh, but you don't have to pay for maintenance." Oh, you don't? What about every time you have to replace the shitty-ass lithium-ion battery, which happens at least every couple years? That's going to cost you. And it's going to cost the environment a shit ton. Because those batteries, they're not easy to make. It's not good for the environment when they make them. On top of that, the autopilot mode and the full self-driving features are far from finished. Yet Tesla has made it available to consumers to be lab rats and test out an unfinished self-driving product. A screaming metal death trap, if you will. You would think that they'd care a little more about the safety of their products since it's a car and cars are naturally fucking dangerous on the road. There's a viral video from last year of a Tesla on autopilot, and it runs into a camel at high speeds, and the camel spins around multiple times in the air. Obviously, the camel didn't make it. That's one instance. That's not the only thing that's happened. There's so many horror stories on forums and in the news of Teslas sensing cars merging that aren't actually there, crashing into things like telephone poles, running over animals, running over their owners, so much more. Not only that, but when a Tesla crashes, the bed of lithium-ion batteries at the bottom of the car catch fire pretty damn quickly. And firefighters aren't trained to put out Tesla fires because nobody fucking knows how to put out a Tesla fire yet. So that's not safe at all to have just be sitting on a bed of lithium-ion batteries like that. People put way too much trust and money into Elon Musk's hands when he has yet to prove that he's done anything good for the world. I've talked about this dude plenty of times. His projects don't work. There's Tesla, and then there's the Boring Company, which only drilled a hole in the earth so Musk could make a small, fully enclosed tunnel for Teslas only, which isn't very safe for a car that's known to catch fire and not be able to be put out. Sounds kind of suffocating to the people inside the car, inside the tunnel. It was supposed to be a super fast alternative to the LA traffic, and it's just a premium tunnel where you Uber in a Tesla underground with no fire safety. And then there's his ambitions for outer space. I heard another podcast talk about how if he truly cared about saving society with space travel, he would be working on a way to send all of our trash to space because that would actually give us a chance here. All his space program is a dick measuring contest with the other few billionaires who want to assert their weird billionaire dominance over the others. It's not for the better of society. Speaking of space dicks, I had this high idea. I tweeted out a poll. No one partook in the poll, so I took it down out of embarrassment, but my idea was this. Listen, PornHub is a huge company. They've been at the front of the tech industry for a long time. They have so much money. They have the resources to start their own space program to beat out the other billionaire space programs. They could do a huge thing here for the better of society. Elon launched a Tesla into space just for shits and gigs. How about if PornHub launches two of their best adult performers into orbit, they fuck on a live broadcast in space, jizz everywhere, in zero gravity, they come back and land, the crowd cheers, everyone involved high fives, makes billions of dollars, America wins the space race, Elon loses all his glory, because did Elon orchestrate people fucking in space for the first time ever? No, PornHub did, or will. PornHub, this is a free idea, it's worth billions, I'm giving it to you now, it is yours. Speaking of people who are regularly browsing PornHub, Ted Cruz spoke at CPAC this year, and I wasn't here to make fun of him this time, so it's my job here at the Short News Podcast to make fun of this man until the day he retires from being a terrible, spineless little worm. So it's time for us to roast Ted Cruz once again, because it's what he needs and deserves right now. So CPAC, Ted Cruz, open it up. Jamie, could you pull up that idiot on the YouTube? Oh, look at him. Why does he walk like he's on a runway at a pageant, at a children's beauty pageant? I swear. I need to start doing a video version of this podcast, because you're going to have to watch this. You're going to have to go find this video and watch him walk for yourself. But he literally looks like he's like, oh, look at me, like his posture. He just looks like he's competing in a Honey Boo Boo pageant.
God bless CPAC.
Oh, here we go. Coming in hot with the God. And in the background, it says, awake, not woke. Grammar Nazis and other kinds of Nazis. Who are the sponsors? Fox Nation, of course. JCU. I don't know what that is. I don't know these. And then there's the Republican Elephant. And wait, what is this? Moms? Mom, what are you doing there? Mom, why are you at the CPAC? I don't know that company.
What an amazing sight. Thousands of patriots.
Oh, no.
And not a damn mask in sight.
Oh, no, and not a damn mask in sight. Yeah, they check you at the door, probably. They probably check you at the door if you're wearing a mask. They're like, nope, take it off. Take it off or you can't go in. It's like, what? But, the rule is usually that you have to put it on and go in. Nope, not here. You better take that shit off so I can cough in your face. You understand me? I want full access to your mouth and nose. Do you hear me? I want that easy, full access to your mouth and nose so that I can spit all my S's, all my consonants into your fucking holes in your face. You know what? Take off your glasses, too, while you're at it. I don't give a shit if you need to see. Take those off, too. Take off your glasses and your mask at the door. Also, show me your titties. That's CPAC bouncers. Not a mask in sight.
Obviously.
I mean, I wore a bag on my head on my way here, out of shame, so that no one would see me at all. Going into the creepy massage parlor to get my little tubby tug. I don't know what I'm saying.
Everyone here is just following Stacey Abrams' example.
Ha ha.
We find ourselves at an existential moment for our nation. The threats in our country have never been greater. So I want to do something a little bit unusual for CPAC. I want to step back and go a little more philosophical.
Oh, no.
And ask, what is this battle all about?
It's about being able to go to the bathroom and not have to worry about somebody being there that I don't want there. That's what it's about. It's about my bathroom rights to exclude people from using the bathroom. That is what it's about. It's about identity politics. Sorry, I shouldn't make fun of his stutter. But he hates trans people. So what do you want me to do? You want me to be nice to this man? Who in the world has been nice to Ted Cruz ever? Do you think anybody? Do you think his mother kissed him as a child? I don't think so. I don't think he ever felt love from his family. You know? That's why he changed his name to Ted. They gave him the name Raphael. He was like, I'm going to be nothing like you. And he went, and he turned white. He pushed hard enough and he just turned white and his name changed to Ted. That's all it took. There was enough hate in my heart for myself that I made myself transracial.
What are we fighting about in this nation? And I'm going to suggest that the fundamental conflict that is playing out across this great nation is a battle between power and liberty. The two are in fundamental conflict. We are seeing it every day. Vaccine mandates versus doctors and nurses. Mask mandates versus kids in school. Spotify versus Joe Rogan.
Oh my fucking God. Dude, the things that you were complaining about when there is so much else going on in the world is fucking insane. There is so much more important things going on right now, so much more urgent shit than Joe Rogan saying stupid shit on his podcast. Listen, I'm over that. I'm past it. All I wanted was for them to put a disclaimer before the episodes where he says anti-vax shit that ends up being fact-checked and being wrong. That is all I wanted. And guess what? They fucking did it. They listened. They did it. They said, we hear you. We lost a shit ton of money. We're stupid. And we're going to change. And I was like, okay, done. Over it. That's all we wanted. No one's trying to silence anyone. Nobody is taking away liberties. When Joe Rogan has the biggest show in all of the world, he cannot be silenced, okay? Like, that man will not be silenced. I'm not saying this as I love Joe Rogan. You can't silence him. I'm saying this as he is so watched and listened to by so many people that even like the calls for silencing him, it's impossible. You're just not going to do it. He's too big to fail. It's true. He's too big to fail, and he's not smart. He doesn't know anything about the things that he's talking about, but he's a comedian. So to put that responsibility onto him is, I don't know. I'm all tangled up, dude. I just think everyone should get over it because we got what we wanted, or at least I got what I wanted. Maybe I'm selfish. No one's silencing anyone. No one's forcing anyone to do anything other than to not put each other in danger. That's all. That's what it comes down to. What is wearing a mask at school about? It's about protecting the students and the teachers from each other, from the virus, which could be circulating inside of the building and the air particles. There are reasons for that. And like I said earlier in the episode, I'm sick of wearing a mask. I hate it. But that's me being selfish. That's a me thing. When I go to 7-Eleven and there's a sign that says mask required, I'm not going to go in and be like, I'm not wearing my mask with my camera out. Like, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? You going to kick me out? Because first of all, they don't care. Secondly, it's just about respect. So, they're like, Republicans are going to like just, they're sticking to their guns on this whole we're being oppressed thing. We're being oppressed because we want to be able to cough in your face. We want to be able to cough right in your face and give you a disease that we don't know enough about how to treat.
GoFundMe versus Canadian truckers.
Now, don't cheer for the Canadian truckers. Come on. You guys are long gone. Holy shit. You guys are just... How long does this go? Holy shit, this goes for a while, right?
Justin Trudeau.
Oh my God.
Let's pause for a second and observe that is the first time in recorded history that any Canadian has ever elicited that much of a response from any crowd on planet Earth.
Yeah, Ted Cruz comes up here and he's like, "It's Ted Cruz live, 30-minute special at the Comedy Central Theater. Watch Ted as he rambles about masks, finances, foreign policy, and identity politics. What's the deal with these bathrooms, huh?" You know, I went into the men's room yesterday and I saw a dude. So I followed him into the bathroom to make sure that he was a dude, and it turns out he had a vagina, and I was like, "Oh my God, I'm calling the police." And all the crowd is like, "Ha ha ha ha, you're so funny, Ted." And he's like, thank you. Yes, I hate trans people. I do. It's not in God's name. They're going to hell. Ha ha ha. Laughing in the background. Laugh track. It's not even real people.
Justin Trudeau.
Oh my God.
And the God-fearing Canadian truckers.
Why is it a good thing to be God-fearing? I never understood that. Like, why do you want to live your life in fear of this powerful thing that you believe can just fuck your life up at any moment if you make a single mistake, but also forgiveness at the same time? Like, why? Why would you want to subscribe to that? Like, I understand they feel like they don't have a choice, and like that's the truth, but that's what's the word I'm looking for? Delusional. That's delusional.
The New York Times versus Barry Weiss. Levi's versus Jennifer Say.
What?
AOC versus damn near anyone who ever dared to criticize her.
What? I mean, listen, I guess, I don't know, because Ted Cruz has been a human pincushion for all of us for a long time. And he's like, see, I don't lash out. I don't lash out the way she does because I don't have good zingers. Every time I open my mouth, somebody just says, "Shut up, Ted, you ruined it."
Although actually, as she told us, if you criticize her, it means you really want to date her.
It's funny because like 70% of that audience is like deep down inside like, "Oh my God, I would let her fart in my mouth. I would let her fart in a cup, put it in my eye, and then shove it up my ass. I would let that happen. Oh my God, she is great." But they can't. Because at the same time, they're like, "She's horrible. We hate her. She's a witch." I don't know, but deep down, they're like, "I would let you put your foot in my nose and repeatedly smack me with it, putting more than 5 pounds of pressure on my nose. I would let you do that, and I would like it. I would like it." You know, like that it's all internalized shit.
If you look at this battle, this is not a battle between the weak and the strong. Joe Rogan is many things, but he ain't weak.
tiny applause.
Major League Baseball, which went after the voters of Georgia. The Georgia voters are many things, but they ain't weak. The Biden Department of Justice, when they went after parents. Parents are many things, but they ain't weak.
I don't know about that.
Just ask Loudoun County. Just ask Terry McAuliffe. Just ask all the left-wing Democrats in Virginia who are scared.
Wait, what did Biden, he went after parents? Or isn't that what they're doing? They're like, aren't Republicans going after parents who, they're like putting bounties on them for, treating their trans kids with respect? They're like jailing them, saying that it's like child abuse to allow your kid to identify with the gender that they want to identify with, identify with. It's not want to identify. That's the problem. They think it's a want. It's that you do. But then they see they're letting them do the trans thing. The parents should be locked up because that's horrible. I want to be able to use the bathroom knowing that I'm surrounded by dicks. I want to be surrounded by penises when I'm in the bathroom. Do you hear me? I only want to be surrounded by penises. That is why I'm bringing to Joe Biden's table the Surround Ted Cruz with Penises Act, because I need to be surrounded by penises at all time. In the bathroom. I can't poop if there ain't a dick sitting right next to me. If there ain't a penis, I ain't pooping.
Scared out of their minds right now. You got to understand what is playing out here. What is playing out is the powerful are afraid. They are terrified of you. They look out at the men and women in this room and you scare the living crap out of them.
I mean, some of you, yeah. Some of you guys are like in fucking artillery gear and like you're a little bit scary, you know? You got the bear mace. It's like, I don't want to get hit with bear mace. Yeah, I'm not going to stick around, fuck around and find out. What are you on?
They are afraid of truth. They are afraid.
Oh, no, see, that's not what I was talking about. I was talking about, like, we're afraid of getting, like, shot or something.
Of liberty. That fear is driving them. Let me suggest a principle, a very simple principle for conservatives to understand. Big is bad. Across the board, big government sucks. Big business sucks. Big tech, big Hollywood, big universities. Any
I don't know. I went to a big university and they took care of me quite well.
accumulation of power that is centralized is fundamentally dangerous for individual liberty. What is it that the communists want? The communists want control of everything. They want centralized power.
Who are the communists?
How do we ensure freedom? You know,
Joe McCarthy over here. Who are the communists? Because last I checked, the Biden administration is pretty. They're pretty moderate. They're pretty moderate. You know, no communism here. People can't even afford health care still.
the principles I'm talking about were said far more eloquently.
And also, the rich people still run everything. That's not communism.
Far more elegantly 2 centuries ago by James Madison in Federalist
oligarchy.
James Madison talked about factions. That was an old word for special interest. And he said factions, if they're able to seize control of government, will strip away our liberty. And the genius of our Constitution is the checks and balances that divides government, that makes one branch fight with another branch, makes the executive and Congress fight, makes Congress and the judiciary fight, makes the federal government and the states fight. And what the framers, their genius was, the Supreme Court has called it splitting the atom of sovereignty. And that if one faction can't seize control of everything, then they can't use that power against the people.
What?
That principle was true 2 centuries ago. It's true today. Why is our liberty so under assault? Because giant corporations, giant tech, giant government, they work together hand in hand. You look at what happened with Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan, Jen Psaki. Oh, come on, Jen Psaki doesn't get the Justin Trudeau treatment?
Wow. Come on, guys. Boo for Jen Psaki. Boo for Jen Psaki. Why weren't you booing when I wanted you to boo? I thought I was a rock star here. I come up here. Y'all are laughing at my jokes. All of a sudden now I say Jen Psaki. You're all like, quiet? What, where did you stop paying attention? That's when my wife does that too. So you know what? I'm used to it. I'm used to it. I don't get any attention. That's why I lash out like this. And I hate on people who are different.
You know, Peppermint Patty deserves some love.
What?
Jen Psaki from the White House podium said, billionaires in Silicon Valley, please silence that pesky Rogan guy. There's a pattern of government asking big tech to silence dissent. In Canada, the Canadian truckers, Canadian government says, go fund me. Billionaires.
Go fund me? How about go fuck yourself, Canadian truckers? Guys are holding up Nazi signs at their rallies and shit. Like, those aren't good people. Why do you want to stand behind those people, Ted? You should want to distance yourself. Where does this go? Oh, is he reading something? No.
Recently banned Bitcoin because they can't control it, which is the exact same reason Elizabeth Warren hates Bitcoin. The Chinese communists and Elizabeth Warren, they both want to control you. Your assets, your savings, your speech, your life, your children, every decision they want to control. And so we need to break up the means of controlling the citizenry. I want an unruly, uncontrollable American, we the people.
That doesn't sound very safe. An unruly, uncontrollable population. Yeah, that sums up the difference between liberals and conservatives right there. You know, one, I mean, he just straight up admitted they just want to be unruly and ungovernable. Because apparently the American way is just don't follow rules. Don't follow rules unless you're a minority who has a small baggie of weed. Then you're going to jail for not following the rules. Or getting killed for something stupid. So yeah, freedom for Ted's people, right? Freedom for Ted's people, because that's all that matters. Whoa, my stock. Not options, my stock shares. Let me look at... Whoa. Yeah, that electric car investment was a good idea. Same with the oil. See, I'm just giving away... I'm like Nancy Pelosi. I'm giving away my stock investments here. This morning I put money into both electric cars and oil because I'm evil. I want both. Just in case one doesn't work out, and then I still have the other. And then I invested in cannabis because right now cannabis stock is in a complete dip, just a total fucking dip. It is not looking good right now. A lot of the stocks have become penny stocks, which means that they are under $5 per share. Kronos is down to like $3.13 right now, which, yeah, not looking good right now. But the more progress that the U.S. makes towards legalizing cannabis at the federal level, I'm expecting those stocks to just absolutely skyrocket. That's why I bought at the dip. When I saw it going down, I was like, okay, it's gonna come up at some point. Like, it's super low right now. It can only go up from here. Right? Like, I'm hoping. And yeah, it could get lower than when I bought in. But it most likely in the next couple of years, it's gonna skyrocket. The more progress we make on that. Anyways, fuck Ted Cruz. He's an idiot. We don't need to deal with him anymore. We got to deal with other idiots, okay? Okay. We got to deal with other idiots. Okay? Damn, so did they stop posting public freakouts? A month ago they stopped? Oh my god, that's horrible. Are we gonna have to stop keeping up with the Karens after this? I would be really sad if that was the case, or we might have to change it. Anyways, let's see.
As long as these truckers are going to be here, I'm going to be here. Because why? Because I think we should live free like we always have. Kicked off Facebook, blocked, not allowed to post any of this live, nothing else. That's why I'm here. They shouldn't have turned my Facebook off. Now I'm angry.
Jeez, crackhead energy. They shouldn't have turned my Facebook off. Now I'm angry. Maybe they turned you off for a reason, dude. You were probably saying some unhinged shit. You know, people that have been kicked off the internet for much, much less.
Karen of the day.
Don't park in front. Good! Tell them to stop parking in front of my property! And that goddamn shit too! Park right in front of my driveway! Go yourselves!
Nobody parked in front of your driveway.
I'm not a man! This is the same thing you're doing. You're on my property. I don't want you on my property. You big lip. Leave me the alone.
Oh.
Police now, okay?
Well, good. Get the off my property. Right. Get the off my property.
What is wrong with this lady? The dude's in a truck. I don't know if they're doing like a delivery or housework on somebody's home, but they seem to be parked. The dude's in his truck. And this lady, she opened his passenger door and started screaming at him like this because I guess they're parked too close to her property for her liking. I don't know why that is an issue if they're not in your way at all, and it's just like, what, an eyesore to you? Get over it. You don't own the world, you know?
God damn it. You know what? Give me your phone. Fuck you.
My phone's not recording. Hey, excuse me. Excuse me.
No, you just
Yeah, that's assault.
assaulted me.
No. You just assaulted me. She literally lunged at him, tried to grab his phone out of his hands, and all he did was push her away. And now she's gonna say, "You assaulted me." I'm telling you, man, this is just not a good direction that the world is going in.
Pushing you broke my ankle. You broke my ankle.
You broke my ankle. Like, she's just making shit up now. She's just making shit up. Like, I oh my god. This is the type of shit that happens in divorce. Let me tell you. Try to grab divorce papers out of their hands. Like, you just assaulted me. I
wanted to look at your files and look at your finances, and you grabbed them away from me. You assaulted me. You broke my hand. I'm calling the police.
And then they arrest both people. I'm a child of divorce. This is how I know these things.
What the
You
hell?
broke my ankle!
Are you on drugs or something?
Are you on drugs? Get the f off my property now!
Yes.
What? Who's parking? You park in front of my property?
God.
Don't park in. Who are you servicing right now? Who are you? Stop it! Why? They're parked in front of my property.
Close the door.
He broke my ankle. He twisted my
She's
ankle.
standing
I'm calling
on
the police
both
on you.
feet.
Madison Avenue in East Brunswick.
Oh, East Brunswick?
I'm trying to park in the street
word.
to do some work at a customer's house, and a neighbor came out and she just freaked out.
You're gonna come up to my car?
You know what? You need to f***ing relax with your little attitude.
She just f***ing assaulted me. You just assaulted me. You just assaulted me. You took my phone.
Shut the
Just assaulted
You're
me.
just a little.
You just assaulted me.
Oh, I assaulted you. Ah!
You just assaulted me. You literally snatched my phone from me.
Are you your f***ing attitude?
Are you kidding me? You driving a G-Wagon and you act like this? This is how the rich act?
Oh, Georgia license plates. Damn, Georgia is weird. Well, it's not just Georgia. I know there's a lot of racist, weird white people there.
This is how the rich act? I have your license plate, you f***ing idiot.
Shit, I'm back in there.
No, hit me. Bro,
Get in your car and grow up.
Can someone call the cops?
For
Like,
what?
can someone call the, like, what the
f***ing attitude because you're spoiled?
You're the one in a f***ing G-Wagon!
I
And I work my ass off too,
Yeah, I
bitch!
did medical too. Shut the f*** up, you little idiot.
Oh, you act like that with your daughter in the car? That's real nice. I really want her to get out and do something. Like, I swear to God, do it!
Pull up so I can get your, like...
This lady is so mad because she wanted the parking spot we got. She's been here the whole time at Starbucks honking at Austin. Now she's blocking him in. You can't make.
That's not gonna get you the parking spot. That's actually doing the opposite of what you wanted that guy you met in the first place. Then they can't leave the parking spot, then you're never gonna get the spot. You're never gonna go into the store that you're supposed to be going into. It's not rational thinking at all. I'm still wondering, there's probably an uptick in these since the beginning of the pandemic. People are just, not well these days.
Make this up.
Hey man, it sounds pretty good. Hell, I ain't even
Come on, listen. Wait for this one. She's gonna love this.
They made like they were pulling out of the parking spot so she could finally go in, and then they pulled right back in. They pulled right back in. Oh, that's so good. Giving her the business right back.
We've come here to help get rid of people like you from your tyrannical You're a bully, and you're so pathetic in life. What are you going to do?
Let me guess, this is a mask-related issue? Probably, right?
What are you going to do?
What are you going to do, dude?
Okay.
What are you going to do?
You are so pathetic in life that you have nothing better to do than to enforce mask. You know that?
What?
Yeah, so that makes me feel good about yourself. And it's sickening. It's disgusting. So now you're going to take us outside and
Outside. Canadian.
You will answer to God.
You will answer to God. And liberals are the crazy ones. I mean, listen, there's a lot of crazy people on both sides, but this is when you start bringing God into the argument, then you don't have an argument, but you think you do, which means that you're delusional. when you're citing God, it's probably best not to say fucking. Pretty sure that's a sin. You idiot. Karen of the week.
It's a public accommodation.
Supermarket. Someone getting rang out at the supermarket when checked out at the supermarket. Yeah.
If you believe that those masks work and that shield works, then you would let me. Do you go and eat in a restaurant? So while you sit down, you think that is so intelligent, it's not fantastic. No, I'm sorry, honey. You think that works? Come on.
Okay, now you have to go.
No, I'm going to pay for it. I'm going to pay for it.
No,
yes.
no, you got to go.
No, you don't.
You have to go.
Actually, it's called a public accommodation. You don't touch I don't want your fingers on my food. No, you're touching me. He's touching me.
You're worried about germs all of a sudden when you're like harassing this woman who was just trying to ring up groceries? That's crazy. That's crazy. I can't believe this shit is still going on.
He's touching me. He's touching me.
Call the police.
He's touching me.
Call the police.
Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah.
Oh, this goes on for a while. Let's see.
I'm not gonna hurt my immune system.
It's a free country.
I was on the cover of Miss Women's magazine. I was fifth in the United States, eighth in the world.
Free country.
What?
These people that are health experts think that they're men, think they're women. Now, is that
They're men who think they're women, she says. So this is just a somebody's unhinged conservative rant here of just, coming off the Fox News train. Probably like watched Tucker the night before.
They literally think men think that they're
This goes
women.
on for like 5 minutes.
You're gonna fight. If you hit
Don't
me,
touch me! No, you're hitting me! You're hitting me! You're attacking me! No!
Oh, took her to the ground.
No, you're not touching me anymore. He's abusing me this whole time. No, I don't. I'm paying. No, I'm not. This is a public accommodation. I'm gonna be treated fairly.
This is this all could have been avoided. Like I said, I don't like putting on the mask, but if I don't wear it and someone says put it on, then I'll be like, okay, it's in my car, I'll go get it. Then that's that. I'm not gonna be like, this is my right to do this, and I'm gonna sit right here on the floor and bother everybody.
1964 Civil Rights Act. 1964 Civil Rights Act, folks.
What?
Yes, please bring him. Because this guy has touched me. He's assaulted me. All I want to do is pay my... Yes, nothing. No. Oh, look at now. She's got her mask down. Now she's got her mask down. Look at this video. Now, look at this. Oh, he's attacked me. He's attacked me. No, he's attacked me. He's physically attacked me. No, I don't need to leave.
Segregation, man.
How stupid of you. You put the thing down to talk. How stupid is she? Now she puts the mask down. I mean, talk about idiocracy. Get the fuck out!
You can't even say idiocracy properly. Talk about idiocracy, like you're. Oh.
I want to buy groceries now. Well, I do too. I want to go too. I want to get my
trying to do the same thing.
It's public accommodation. Read the law, guys. None of you know the law. First, read the Constitution. Read the Bill of Rights.
It's up to the business though to decide the dress code. We've talked about this. I've gotten so angry about this in the past. I'm just tired at this point. Like, I just think, it's if a club or a restaurant says no sandals, no open-toed, and you go with open-toed, they have the right to say you can't come in. Go change your shoes, and then come back. They have the right to say that because it's on the sign. You can't cite the Civil Rights Act for a dress code. You just can't. How far does this go?
I don't need to leave. I'm going to be treated equally, just like you. I'm going to be treated the same. I'm going to
put on your mask.
No, I'm not wearing it. I'm not subjugating myself. No.
And then they took over the freedom.
He's trying to be nice about it while he follows me around, harasses me the whole time, tries to grab my phone. This guy, I didn't.
Because
You grabbed my face.
resisting. You were
No,
resisting.
I don't need a resist. You don't touch me. You don't.
Did that ever get resolved? Like, she's putting up a fight. Like, she won't leave. That's so fucked, dude. That is so fucked. Anyways, we gotta do a relationship advice, because it's been a while. So let's get into it. Let's get into that right now. Let me find this shit. Alright, this is a short one, because I gotta get back to work. But, just found out my husband is spending $1,000 a month on Madden. Damn, so he's paying rent to EA. I just looked at his transaction history and he spent $4,500 on a stupid fucking Madden football game in the last 6 months. We have an 8-month-old baby together. I was wondering why he hasn't put any money into savings. Now I know where it's all going. I'm fucking shaking with rage. He gets off work in about an hour. What the hell do I do? Top comment, how is this possible? Okay, deep breaths. It sounds like your husband may have a gambling/gaming problem. Hopefully he will admit it and accept this and seek some help. Listen, as somebody who had problems, or who still has problems spending, you just gotta, he has to own up to the fact that this is not okay, that when you have an 8-month-old kid, you should be, focusing your finances on keeping that kid alive, putting money into savings. You have responsibilities. And he's shirking those responsibilities or avoiding them or putting all of his money into Madden, most likely not because he doesn't care, but because, he has a problem. These Madden and EA games now, you can end up spending thousands and thousands of dollars on like the cards and boosters and all that stuff, because that's how they designed it. They designed it to take all of your money. You don't get a complete game unless you spend all that money on it. And some people just don't have the willpower to not spend the money if they want to keep playing, want to keep getting better, because that's the only way to actually win, is to keep spending money. So that's fucked. So it's unfair for her. It's very unfair that she has to, she's in this situation where their finances aren't as great because of his gambling problem. It's also very shitty that he has this gambling problem. I think, this is one of those situations, again, where communication is the most important thing. Not to come at it aggressively, but to say, listen, I saw that you spent $4,500 on Madden. Can we talk about that? Because we have a kid, and if you just say I understand how predatory EA can be with their in-app purchases, but I would appreciate it if we could work on not spending as much money on Madden, because $4,500 is a lot of money that adds up, and that could be going towards something better for our family. Something like that. So, gambling help. Somebody in the comments said seek gambling help. Yeah, stupid microtransaction shit should be illegal. It's that dumb Ultimate Team Yeah, Ultimate Team. That's what it is. They have that on FIFA too. EA is evil. EA is evil. That's what it comes down to. Alright, well, anyways, that is going to do it for this episode of the Short News Podcast. Back from hiatus. We will be back in a couple of days. Thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for listening. My name is Alex Miller. I love you very much. And peace. Stay safe. I love you. Bye-bye.